Hi everyone, it's Shannon from Foil Love Paper, and I just thought I'd hop on because I was working on 2 different journals and I thought I'd show you what I was doing. So the first one is just a very rough handmade little journal I made myself. This was a cover from Moleskine, like Daily, and I had got a specific leather cover for it, so I saved this cover and built it back up just with some random pieces of paper. And this one is going to be July Junk Journal Challenge 2025. This is the hashtag, and it's weekdays from Tuesday the 1st of July moving forward, and it's Lee's Junk Journal Challenge. And there's these printouts that you get for like to cut out and put your daily words, and then this is hosted by Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland right here. So if this is something that you're interested in, you like challenges, this is this one. And then usually Meg Journal does Junk Journal July, but she didn't do it this year, and it's by Ink and Page Journals on YouTube, and I found this one today, so I printed the prompt list out, and I have this like just craft paper journal I had taped and put together, so I thought I would use that, and I just started pulling some pieces here to turn this into like a tag and maybe use this one part of the cover. I can show you what I've done in this other one, but since I'm playing around, I thought I would show you, and I feel like I need to go in a little closer. There we go. Okay, so first I will say this strip here is completely throwing me off. I feel like I need to stay in that color palette, which is going to be very limiting for me. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut that off. And what I want to do is make that into like a tag, turn this into a tag. So it doesn't have to be super. Let me just go ahead and cut a strip of this off. Probably like there. So I want to be able to see some of it around it. And then maybe I'll go there. So this is going to go on here. And I'm going to cut the corners off. Like that. And then I'll go ahead and glue this on. Yeah, so I figured if I'm here playing, just turn on the camera because it's been a while since I did that. And it's actually been a while since I just sat and did something like I wanted to do and played weeks before I even went to Bolivia. So last night I sat here and did a few pages in that journal, so I thought I'd just show you and continue with this one. So I know I want a tab. This is yellow and sticking out to me, so this is not a pair of scissors, and I might as well just do it right. I'm gonna act like I haven't been filming because I haven't, and therefore I'm going to do silly things that I would do if I'm off camera. Okay, and I like the messy. I don't want it to be perfect, so that's gonna go in there. I feel more inspired to just create than to have perfection. So what I will do is put like a little pocket on here that tucks into. Let's see, I should have got a drink before I came over here. I did not. So that's that one. This one, I was thinking, just so you know, this is tape. It's kind of got like lines indented in it. I'm pretty sure I brought this back from Bolivia, so I can't, it's like a form of masking tape, but it's got these like lines through them. And it's not really like well, it is textured, but it's not like a piece of string running through it or anything. It's just the design of the tape, I guess. And then this holding the outside is fabric tape, and it's by, I know I definitely don't have the box anymore. Stamperia? Nope, something Market. 49 Market. That's what this is. So I just take the outside of that. So I think, sorry, do you know what that is? I've been missing that for a while. That's a pimple patch that was on my nose at some point today. Yeah, well, there you go. So I'm not sure if I want the flower or if I want, do I want the flower? Well, let's just tear it and see what happens. I'm pretty sure that's rather crooked. I don't want to cover up all the fabric, so I want to embrace the fabric and the tape. Kind of like that. But I almost feel when that tore, it gave the white, like the wicking of the paper, and I'm not sure I want that. And I'm pretty sure I tore this crooked, so let's just see what we can fix here. Yeah, I'm okay with that now. Because then I'd have to tear all four sides, and it's going to get smaller and smaller. So start there. These do have the same colors, even though I may not even use that. Let's see here. I'm reaching for, and I actually think that that's going to be too let's just nip the corners. I was going to use a decorative one, but I feel like that sets the tone, and I don't really want to do that. There we go. Sets the tone for the whole journal. I like the black and white. That's spotted. I'm seeing this out of the corner of my eye. So I might balance this side with a strip of this. That. Okay. I see this. I want this this matches anything per se. Not used it yet, but it's like a black grid from the Dollar Tree. This is from the Dollar Tree. Why is that not coming off of there? I really like texture and dimension, so even if this has the look of a tag on the front and there's a tag on the next page, I don't care. Yeah, no, I like that. So we're just gonna attach that with the Temple's tiny attacher. Like that. And this will have a pocket, and that's gonna go in there. I'm wondering if I should just put a little dot of hot glue just to stick that end down there. Okay. Just thinking. I think I'll use art glitter glue to glue this down. Oops. Like that. Hopefully it's rather straight. Got anything underneath that corner. And this is fabric it's trying to stick to here, so it may take a second. Okay. I do feel like I want like a tab or something here too. Just be all kinds of crazy. Sure, that's gonna go in an envelope there. I have a ton of, I'm just looking. I wish I could show you. I think I need to cut it. Sorry, silk is the word. And this is for I just choked on my own saliva. This is from one of those rugs you can get at no, I don't think that those colors match now that it's pulled over here. The place is Five Below. It is one of those rugs, and I ripped it. Oh, here's a different portion of it. This will be better. I ripped it all apart, and it has made a ginormous amount of fabric. This is the color I want right here. Yes, it's made a lot of, and I like using these for tabs. Ugh. Doesn't want to rip that way. Nope. So I might just have to cut that. So this is just like one of the pieces. This is all from the same one. direction is it going? This way? I want it smaller. Nope. Now it's probably just too small to even rip. Okay. Do I know what I'm doing? No. What? The point is to add lots of stuff to it. No, it's too see-through. Now that I've done all that, it's too see-through. I could just put that there with what? Like a button or something? Oh, I have an idea. Let me just grab something. I think one of these. I can break it up and add teal, or I can keep it with the pink. Let's see what one of these teal look like. Just to add a little texture. Nope, too much up there. Definitely has to go here. I have lime green in my sewing machine, but with that pearl looking thing, let me see. I just want something to sew it to, if that makes sense. Because I think I'm gonna run this through the lime green really quick. So this is a really on the fly. I like that string too. Okay, that's gonna work. So I'm going to first glue this. This is the glue gun. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? This is the glue gun I got from Michaels, but I don't think it's working like it's supposed to. I might have to switch back to that other one. Because that has the stick in there all in a mess. I'm not certain that this little pearl thing will stay on there, but that's okay. I could swap it out and put a button or glue it back on or whatever. Phew, that glue stinks. But just adding a little bit of texture there to that. There we go. So they're somewhat similar in covers. Not really, but I do like the black and white in conjunction to the colors. So now I need a pocket here. And I was just wondering, if I have enough pages that I could do that and tuck it in. I don't like it. So I need to make a pocket now. I don't want to use the same color. this paper pad right here. Let's see. I'm thinking this was from Joann's. I went kind of matchy or completely off the wall. I think I'm going to do this one. I don't necessarily think everything has to match, but if I'm in a particular spread, I do try and aim for that to match. And this doesn't have to be perfect here. Kind of like that. And then this will tuck in there. Like that. So we'll use our glitter glue. I know that's the wrong direction, but nope, it's fine. I'll just use it this way. So that would be this here. And that cover's a little bumpy, so I'm gonna have to hold this. And then that's gonna tuck in there, like that. And I don't even mind that yellow's sticking in behind there either. Okay. So what I like to do is pull this out, see what day prompt it is. So tomorrow will be the 1st of July, and this one actually goes for the 31 days. So every day there's a prompt, including the weekends, and the first one would be fabric. My idea for that one is obviously I'll make like an entry page, number 1, but I think I want to go through and add different pieces of fabric as tabs and stuff like that. Even glue some down, just to start adding some dimension to the pages. It doesn't have to be like, I don't know, I just had this idea of, say if the prompt is fabric, if I go through my pages and add fabric, and then faded, I don't know what that would particularly mean, but yeah, maybe that won't work. Light, pop-up, metal, yeah. Well, at least for fabric, I could go through and add texture to each page, or most pages. Even paint could be added to most pages. Pattern could be added. So 1, 7, 14 is pattern. 7 times 3 is 21 movement. And then 28 is ledger. So I could go 1, 7, 14, 21, and 28, and just do those throughout, just to add some texture. I don't know, we'll see. So that's a start to this one. And you can hashtag them and show your things for the day. I will show you this one. Let me go ahead and close this glue. So I've already started this one, even though it's not July yet, and this one doesn't go on weekends. I just have been playing in it. So one of the first things I did was I made the cover. This is duct tape. I was gonna have 2 signatures in it, but I was being very lazy and didn't measure them right, and this is kind of my line. Right, here's a hole, here's a hole, here's a hole for the second signature, and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So it became one. A very shoddy job of doing that. But I was really just sitting here and tired of looking at this in my finish these journals, so I just put it together one evening last week, and this is where we're at. So there's a pocket here on the front. Same thing, I turned this into a tag. This one has a whale tail as the tab. Just a little collage there in the background. I put a quote on this pocket. So the first one is torn edges. That's this one here. 2 is a touch of gold. So depending, I guess, maybe way you can do that. I added some gold on her and in the background. I can't really say that I was feeling it yet. These were the first 2 ones, and then yesterday I came and picked it up, and this one would be botanical. Here, I didn't put their labels on the pages like I did this one yet. Torn edges. A touch of gold. This will be botanical, but I did want to have some kind of flow between the 2. When I picked this flower, I thought, ugh, you went from kind of bright to kind of subtle, so then I brought back in some weirdness, kind of. This one is vintage, something vintage, and I kind of use the colors that are vintage. This is a Paris Cologne collage, so I tried to bring the color back, is what I was attempting to do here. And then this one is tag. So I just created this little tag. It's got a wallpaper. This is wallpaper, a wallpaper tab. Just add some texture. That's from the Dollar Tree. And I can write something on the back of that. And maybe I'll do that like when we get actually to, what would that day be? Tag is the 5th of July. So I could do that. And then the 6th of July would be one color, which is this whole blue scheme here I did last night. Actually, this one, this one, this one, and this one I did last night. And then the 7th of July, right, is stamping. So a lot of this background is stamping, but I kept the blue to keep the theme. So this is like a piece of ephemera from probably Hobby Lobby. This is from Hobby Lobby. That's Tim Holtz in the background. And then these stamps I just got in the mail yesterday, or maybe it was Saturday. They're this new set by Art by Marlene, clear stamp AMB 25 stamp 814, but it's these like textures, and so I used them. Lovely textures is what they're called. So I thought that was fun. So there's this here, it's all one color unless you literally color them on there like that, so that's kind of deceiving a little bit. And then there's the writing, and this I did, but I did it in a color in the background I thought was too bright, so then I went back and put that in Night of Navy from Stampin' Up! On top just to dull it down. So that's this page, and that's kind of where I stopped at. So I'm up to July 7th, right? July 7th was Stamp It, so July 8th is Words. So I'm already a week into that. No, I'm lying. This one is only 23 days because it takes out the weekend. So technically 7 would be 2 days into the second week. So I'm pretty far in this one. But I just like to sit and not be defined by the day of the week per se, but the prompt, and just create. And some of these, you can see I put more paper on. There's tissue paper. There's tissue paper on that was sprayed with like stress ink. There's a piece of paper stuck on that. There's more tissue in different pieces. stuck, and some of them, if I think they're too thin, I just glue them together. Like that has several pieces on it. Just putting some random other textures on the pages so they're not all sitting the same. That's what I went through and did with this. Kind of what I want to do with the other one, just to add that. I glued 2 pieces together there. But just adding some background, and they're all ripped, they're not even the same. There's nothing special about this one other than just to have it to play with. And I'm hoping that it will grow and have more textures. You can see I'm in a whale tail everywhere with this one so far. So that's that one, and then this one will be all craft paper. That gives me a little bit more freedom to put whatever I want on it. And again, that one's 31 days. So there's 2 fun summer July projects that I'll be just like crafting in, doing some spreads. I don't work most of July. I have, I would say, about equal time working and equal time off, because it's my birthday month, and why do I want to work? I don't. So yeah, just thought I'd come on, show you these quick. Go check them out. Again, it is Leah at Art and Junk Journal Wonderland. This is a free printable for hers. And then this new one is being hosted this year by Ink and Page Journals on YouTube. And then she also has a video just introducing this, and you can print this printable off as well. So stay tuned. I will probably put short spreads on my TikTok and some on here as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. Well, it's really not that quick, 32-minute video, just showing you some ideas, some art journaling. This is totally art journaling to me. Just making fun materials into collage. It doesn't have to be all writing. It doesn't have to be all stamps. Or will probably be paint added to this. So yeah, have a good night. Bye.